Hey dudes, we are checking out a faster way to find standard deviation and mean using a frequency table. So this is an example out of exercise 20F. It's the first one, and it's really something common that you might see, which is this is the number of children in the family and the frequency with which that happens. And we're going to use our calculator in a better way than just plugging in 14 zeros and 18 ones. So first of all, this is like the number of children in a family goes from 0 to 7. And this bottom part, this list 2, would be like 14 people have 0 children. It's 14 families have 0 children. 18 families have 1 child. 13 families have 2 children. We're going to input that into our stats list just like we would before. So we're going to put that data in. We're going to use the 0 through 7 as list 1 and the 14, 18, 13, etc. as list 2. So I think I already put that in here. Let's see. Yeah. So 0. There are 0 children in 14 families, and then there's 18 with 1 child. There's 18 families with that, 2 children, 13 families, etc. So we're going to go to calculate and go to one variable statistics, but instead of just mashing go, that would just show us like the that would show us just the average and the standard deviation of the numbers 1 through 7, which isn't very interesting. But we're going to instead tell it, check out the values in list 1, but with frequency in list 2. How we do that is say second list 1, it's above the 1 key, comma, my comma has fallen off, but it's above your 7 key. List 2, which you're going to say second list 2, which is above the 2 key. So it says that's the values in list 1, and here's the frequency with which it occurs in list 2. You mash go, and lo and behold, 1.72 is your average, and 1.669 is your standard deviation. Neat. And so let's just sketch that down real quick so you can see it. I want to show you that this works, 1.669, so average and standard deviation, so we're just sketching them down. I think that's what they had in the answers. Let's clear this out, and I took the liberty in list 4, which we can't really see. There it is. I put in 14 zeros. There's my 14 zeros, and then I put in 18 ones, and I put in 13 twos, and etc., etc. And so I just made this list, like laid it out, which is tedious, right? And I don't want you to do that. But I want to show you that this technique works. So let's go to stat, and this was in list 4. So I'm going to say just one of them. I'm going to say look at the one variable statistics in list 4 and say enter, right? This is like no cumulative frequency. And I get the same values. Mean is 1.72 and standard deviation is 1.669. Huzzah! It works. It's the same thing, right? So that's a good trick. I'll see you later.